wrestling fans, thanks for clicking the dreaded D-Rose report, whatever it's called. You know, I got a big question for you guys. Will they have a hell of a birthday party for Stone Cold Steve Austin when it comes around? I wonder. I think actually Austin in that time brought in more money than Rock did. Just kind of wondering about that. I'd be kind of upset if they didn't if I was Stone Cold, but CM Punk, by the way, started tweeting again after a brief hiatus. He posted the following article on his Twitter about, hey, anybody heard any good rumors lately? They're just talking about him supposedly threatening to leave WWE. WWE is working on a major 20th anniversary of Monday Night Raw DVD set that's going to be released in 2012 or 2013. Word is that it's going to be a 5 DVD set, 3 Blu-ray. They're going to be a little expensive, but by the way, Alicia Fox, it's kind of believed that she got a shoulder injury after an angle with Karma at last night's WWE SmackDown taping. Fox landed hard on her left side after taking a clothesline and may have separated her shoulder. And Alicia, I haven't seen her in a while, but she always did take some big-time bumps. Former WWE announcer Jonathan Coachman, he wrote on his Twitter that best Raw in 5 years. Wow, savor these nights. These greats don't come around very often. Blah blah blah. As noted before, Kellie is number 82 on Maxim's Hot 100 for 2011. Former WWE diva Stacy, by the way, also made the list, coming in at 72. WWE has released commemorative main event tickets for the top matches at WrestleMania 27 and Extreme Rules. So it looks like they're going to kind of be releasing, commemorative deals maybe on every pay-per-view now. And The Rock, he ended, I know you want to know this, you're worried, he ended his longtime relationship with his agent, Darren Stapp, and signed with WME Agency. Why? I don't know. WWE has been planning to break up Layla and mccool for months, going back all the way to WrestleMania 27. They didn't do the laycool split at WrestleMania. Likely they wanted to focus on the match with Snooki after they agreed to wrestle. After WrestleMania went off, WWE went back to laycool split storyline and rushed it over the past month or so, which was a real hurried up split. Of course, Michelle, she's leaving WWE on good terms, have been offered a spot on likely a second season of Tough Enough, by the way. Because they make those, the whole season, they do them in about a week. Anyway, or an office job she may get. There's talk that mccool and her husband, The Undertaker, are looking to settle down and start a family. And how old is he? It's about time. Big Show, by the way, is on the set of USA's Burn Notice this morning, filming an episode, as I reported yesterday, and I think it's the 4th in the season when it starts up again. Jim Ross noted the following on his Twitter regarding Edge. He said, saw Edge Sunday in Tampa, and honestly, he looked 10 years younger and was such peace with everything. He said, told him he was always one of my favorite boys. Tagline for WWE's Over the Limit pay-per-view, by the way, is the most stimulating event on TV. We'll see. For one reason or the other, WWE once again decided not to give Alberto Del Rio the heavyweight title, and in the middle, it kind of changed, I guess, in the middle of the week. Plans were still for Del Rio to defeat Christian in Extreme Rules, but I guess they wanted to give Edge a little bit of props, because I think Christian won with the spear. And noted before, WWE Studios' What I Am with Randy Orton is going to be released on Blu-ray and DVD at the same time, May 17th, and this will be a Walmart exclusive. Ron Simmons, by the way, is on Twitter. Alright, back again. Several readers have emailed the Rock's U hand sign on Raw. What's the deal? Anyway, it's a hand signal for the University of Miami, known as the U. I didn't know he was injured. All right, correction from last week, by the way. Christian became the 11th Grand Slam champion in WWE history after winning the world title at Extreme Rules. Jeff Hardy became the 9th in 2009. JBL became the 10th in 2009. Referee Scott Armstrong turned 52 today, while Hall of Famer Mr. Fuji, I really didn't know he was still around, but anyway, turned 76. Former WWE WCW talent Alicia Webb turned 32. April 30th episode of WWE AM Raw, by the way, scored a 0.54 with about a little over 600,000 viewers. Trent Beretta versus Jay Uso was taped last night for Thursday's Superstar, and there's no dark match after last night's SmackDown taping. Got a little spoilers coming up. Pay attention now, or maybe you don't want to. All right, Kellie's been named. Well, I told you about that. Here's some of the spoilers. I may not want to listen to it. May want to. All right, here we go. Turn it off or scan this thing forward some. It's TNA spoilers. Chris Harris returns to TNA tonight and is going to be teaming up with Matt Hardy at TNA Sacrifice to take on Beer Money for the TNA titles, tag titles. So anyway, Kurt Angle is bringing his mistress to TNA. Who is it? China. Anyway, she's going to be teaming with Angle at Sacrifice to take on Karen and Jeff Jarrett in a mixed tag match. And it's said that China isn't particularly muscular anymore, and her past with Jeff Jarrett in WWE was acknowledged. Because her and Jeff, if you remember, they used to fight, have bitch sessions in WWE. All right, here's another one. Mickie James, by the way, is going to be facing off against Madison Rayne for the Mickie James's TNA Knockout title at Sacrifice. If Madison loses, she must free Tara from their relationship. Oh, that's wonderful. All right, another one. Mr. Anderson, by the way, is the new #1 contender for the world title after winning a 25-man battle royal that will air next week. Rob Van Dam versus Sting for the world title is still on for Sacrifice. All right, Randy Orton, by the way, defeated Christian to become the new world heavyweight champion at tonight's, last night's SmackDown taping from Orlando. So Christian was a very quick champion. The match was made earlier in the night after Teddy Long met with fans deciding Christian's opponent between Orton, the Great Khali, or Mark Henry. Oh, man. Anyway, tonight's TNA Impact, Mick Foley, by the way, is going to be revealing that he is the network person in the in-ring segment against Hulk Hogan and Immortal. If you're keeping track of all that, they do so much jumping around over on TNA, it's hard for me to keep up on who's face and who's heel. Foley then announced from now on, TNA Impact will be known as Impact Wrestling. He knew that was coming, and the show will be all about wrestling. That's the way it was in the beginning. But anyway, they copyrighted the word, or trademarked the word Impact Wrestling a few weeks ago. So, we have wrestling. Former WWE talent Joni Laurer, by the way, China, is backstage at the Impact taping in Orlando. Is going to be debuting to Kurt Angle's mistress and feud with Jeff Jarrett, Kurt Angle for a while. Believe it or not, ISIS, the Amazon, was previously agreed to sign with TNA for the role of Angle's mistress, but obviously things have changed. I don't know. Oh, here's more spoilers coming up. Dark match before last night's SmackDown taping in Orlando saw former WWE star Daivari as a heel lose to Ted DiBiase as a face. Daivari came out wearing his turban, cut a heel promo for the crowd. Last night's episode of Tough Enough did a 1.73 rating with about 2.5 million people. The replay did a 0.93 rating with about 1,400,000. Last night's Raw and Rock's birthday did a 3.45, 5.2 million viewers, and this week's show did 5.59 and 3.3 on those hours. My alarm's going off. I must be done. Hey, thanks for clicking. I gotta go.